Wonderful performance on the stage drew forth waves of applause from the audience. On September 2014, the 7th China-Beijing Opera Art Festival unveiled at Chinese northern city Tianjin. The gathering held every 3 years for the highest scale in its kind. Tianjin held the first session in 1995. Now it's the second time. As a quintessential Chinese art form, Beijing opera can be traced back to Qianlong period of Qing dynasty, 2,050 years ago. Beijing opera was born for celebrating the emperor's 80th birthday. It contains 4 main characters, Sheng, Dan, Jing, Chou, representing different characters. Many Beijing opera masters studied at Tianjin Opera School. Most of the students begin their study at the age of 10. Jiang Kexin, a 13-year-old girl, has been learning Huadan for 3 years. She looks fresh, put together, and quite professional during her performance, even at such a young age.
My grandpa used to play Beijing opera fiddle. He played it for me every day. Then I started watching Beijing opera all the time. I thought the costume and singing are beautiful. I didn't expect learning it to be this hard.
As Jiang Kexin said, many of the students and their parents didn't expect the hardship of becoming a Beijing opera performer. Most of them started learning at age 10 because their bones and voices still can be easily shaped up. It becomes more difficult once their bones grow mature. The students start their morning exercise at 6 o'clock. From 8 to 12, they study academic courses, and they spend the whole afternoon until 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening to practice basic and singing skills. They do the same routine day after day, year after year.
Before it took 8 years to graduate from a Beijing Opera School. Now it's 7 or 6 years. The first year, girls and boys are divided into 2 classes. Boys learning Lao Sheng, girls learning Qingyi. After getting to know their voices, they will be assigned to Sheng, Dan, Jing, or Chou as their studying category.
After assignation, students can still change their characters based on their own body conditions and preferences. Therefore, they must learn all the basic skills of Beijing opera, including singing, elocution, gesticulating, and acrobatics, as well as hand-eye step, the whole body posture.
Beijing opera has strict requirements on height, voice, and body training, so it's hard to make a good traditional opera performer.
A minute on the stage takes 10-year practice is the most true portraiture of Beijing opera. Every amazing somersault, every beautiful singing, every applause from the audience comes from years of diligence and tens of sweat.
It's hard, but I like it.
Now I'm learning Cheng Pai Qingyi. The basic training skills are the most difficult.
I've been learning Wen Wu Chao for 3 years. I'm proud to be a Beijing opera performer.
The inheritance of Beijing Opera is not only training performers, but also making young children who don't care much about Beijing Opera become interested in it.
How to make them understand the 4 categories of Sheng, Dan, Jing, Chou, and how to catch their attention. We use some popular TV series and classify the characters into the 4 categories in Beijing Opera. The kids love these TV shows. That's a good way to explain some ABCs about Beijing Opera.
The best way loving Beijing Opera is to pass it on to a new generation with fresh faces, like somebody's. The young Beijing Opera performers shine with the glory of the masters. More importantly, the brilliance of the future.